How's it? Today's Monday, June 12th, and it's kind of an in between week. These last 2 weeks, well, this week and last week, are 2 weeks after the meet to kind of move into the next phase of training. Starting next week, I'm actually going to be going to 5 days. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, rather than just doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday that I've been doing for probably like 9 months, probably longer than that. Um, but yeah, what that means is today is just a bunch of random stuff. It's not random, a bunch of stuff. So snatch, push, press plus overhead squat up to few top sets of 110. Then some power snatches for doubles at 80, which is what I full snatch on Friday. And then power clean, power jerk 110, which is what I did on Friday as well for the clean and jerk. Those are a little bit hard. And then I did my front squats, which is 125, which is 5 kilos above from last Friday's front squats. Started with some weighted pull-ups today, so look out for that. We'll see how far I can get with that. These snatch, push, press, overhead squats are really easy. Watch how fast this guy goes up. Look at this. Woo! They don't look like that at 110, but at 100 they felt super solid. And for my kind of shoulder pain that I was feeling over the Friday and then a little bit of Saturday, I don't really feel it at all today. I think it's probably something that's stemming from catching the bar on my back from last Friday or last Monday, pardon me, and that kind of manifested in like a pain in my neck, and then it kind of radiated to my shoulders. Keep in mind that last week I went to 125 for my single 1+1 push press plus overhead squat, which is the most I've done. I've done it once in the past, but it's not a PR. It's meeting an old PR. So 110 today is not very challenging at all. After that, I moved into my power snatches. There's going to be a lift at 60 that is the best a snatch has felt ever. I say that a lot about 60 and 70 on like the Friday lifts, but I am not kidding you. I was very surprised at how crisp 60 felt, and I was just trying to chase that feeling for the rest of the lifts today, and I wasn't able to do that. But from recollection of what it felt like, my arms were extremely loose on the pull off of the ground. Watch this right here. And that right there was just solid. This one here as well. It doesn't look like I get good extension, but I think that extension is better than all my other extensions. And then what ends up happening is I move further into the lifting here. The arms get pulled a little bit too early, and it's just not as crisp as it could have been. I hit my forehead right there on that second rep. That shit was weird. I haven't done that in, I don't know, 8 years, 9 years. Something. I hit my head once, and then I basically like scraped my forehead, and then it was bleeding for like well, it was scabbed for like a week, and then it was bleeding for a few hours. Anyway, power snatches at 80 for three doubles, so 2 reps per set. These are not that challenging. I don't do very well on some of them, but I'm not like worried about my ability to power snatch these. You know, it feels really cool and very snappy. I think these are actually really good compared to how I power snatched in the past. But relative to how that 60 felt, these are a far cry. I don't even know what that means. These are far away from what that is. So, yeah, just chasing that feeling. After that, I moved into my power cleans and power jerks. I was worried about my shoulder hurting on this, but it didn't really. My power jerks are all really solid. Aside from me worried about my shoulder hurting, I was actually plain and simple worried about the power clean at 110. I know that I can power clean it for a single pretty confidently, pretty easily, but the second rep was just not there. And I actually wasn't able to get a single second rep of the power clean at all. And that's pretty upsetting to me because I don't think that this is a weight that warrants me being so worried about it, but it is what happened. And I don't know. I need to get better at this if I want to be a better weightlifter. So watch this. This is a full clean 100%. I mean, it's a pretty good full clean, but that's not at all what the goal was. And if you actually go back and you look at the height of that, I am making or I'm generating enough power to get the bar high enough to catch it above power. I just can't do it. And from a philosophy standpoint, I must be thinking about it a lot differently than I need to. And in practice, it's just not panning out the way I think it should be. This one too. Go back and pause that if you would like, and see like that is well above my parallel when the bar is on my shoulders. I think I do a little bit better on this one, but this is still dips below parallel. This first one was probably the best power clean I did, and this guy was just really annoying me. Like I don't think it should be this difficult for me to hit a double for 110. Whatever the case is, my jerks were great today. My shoulder wasn't hurting, so that's a positive that I could think about. After I held that for a long time with my heels coming off the ground. That's left heel. You see on the 3/4 angle video. Yeah, after that I moved into my front squats, which last week I did not do the front squats because two things. I was running out of time and then I failed 140 twice. Last week was kind of work up to a heavy set of one, and I was like 140 I've done for doubles in the meet prep, so I wouldn't imagine 140 being difficult for a single rep. I was wrong. It's also worth noting that last Sunday was the meet, and then Monday I ended up training. And while I don't think I was necessarily pause real quick, this here turns into a pause front squat unintentionally. I don't know why I did that. I don't know what compelled me to do so. But yeah, after that, my front squats for down sets are 10% down from that top set. So 112 and a half is 113 essentially. But yeah, going back to what I was mentioning on that Sunday, I lifted, and Monday I felt fine to lift again, but I didn't really think about how much it would affect my overall performance. Like I wasn't sore, I wasn't really achy. I was a little bit stiff, but I'm always a little bit stiff, so yeah. I know now. um, it is what it is. After my front squats, I moved into my weighted pull-ups. So we'll see how far I can get on those. I just did 310s, finished off with some hanging leg raises, and yeah, it's not too much else to say about that today. Um, I think if you guys want to continue watching me and following me on my journey, yeah, please subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe. Like, I really do appreciate all the support. I try my best to I read all the comments, but I try my best to respond to the ones that I can. But again, yeah, thank you. That will be all for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.